In programming, data values are categorized as either constants or variables, each serving a distinct purpose within a program. Understanding the difference between the two and their roles is fundamental to writing efficient and maintainable code. A variable is a named storage location in a program that holds a data value which can be changed during the program's execution. Variables are dynamic, meaning their contents can vary as the program runs, depending on user input, calculations, or other factors. They are declared with a name, often called an identifier, and are typically assigned a data type that dictates the kind of value they can store. For example, in a program that tracks a user's score in a game, a variable named score might initially hold the value 0. As the user plays, the value of score can be updated to reflect their progress, such as increasing by 10 points for a successful action. In contrast, a constant is a named storage location that holds a value which does not change throughout the execution of the program. Constants are used to represent fixed values that remain consistent and are not intended to be modified. For example, in a program calculating the circumference of a circle, the value of pi is a constant, as it always equals approximately 3.14159. Declaring such values as constants ensures they cannot be accidentally altered, which helps maintain the integrity and accuracy of the program. Constants are often defined with special keywords or conventions in programming languages, such as const in JavaScript or final in Java. The ability to distinguish between constants and variables is critical when analyzing or writing a program. Constants are typically used for values that are universal, unchanging, or fundamental to the logic of the program, such as mathematical constants, configuration settings, or thresholds. For instance, in a program for calculating discounts, a constant named discount rate might be set to bios.10 to represent a fixed 10% discount. Using a constant ensures that the discount rate remains uniform and avoids potential errors caused by unintentional changes. Variables, on the other hand, are used for data that is dynamic and may change during the course of the program. They are employed to store user inputs, intermediate results, or any data that varies depending on conditions or interactions. For instance, in a temperature conversion program, a variable named Celsius might hold the temperature input by the user, which is then used to compute the equivalent Fahrenheit value. Unlike constants, variables offer the flexibility needed to handle changing data, making them essential for creating interactive and responsive programs. To identify constants and variables in a program, one must consider their behavior and role within the code. Constants are often declared with names written in uppercase letters to distinguish them from variables, following common naming conventions. For example, a constant in Python might be defined as pi equal 3.14159, while a variable might be written as radius equals 10. Additionally, constants are typically initialized at the time of declaration and remain unchanged throughout the program. Variables, by contrast, may be reassigned multiple times and are usually associated with actions or processes that involve change. Using constants and variables appropriately contributes to the clarity and reliability of a program. Constants improve readability by giving meaningful names to fixed values, reducing the likelihood of errors, and making the code easier to understand and maintain. Variables enable flexibility and adaptability, allowing the program to handle dynamic scenarios and user interactions effectively. Together, constants and variables form the foundation of data management in programming, enabling developers to create robust and functional applications.